Hello, this is Jack Canefield. Have you ever met a person who's just plain puzzled? They've read an entire library of books on positive thinking. They've attended numerous seminars, and their car is stacked to the windshield with recorded self-help audio CDs. But they just can't seem to make it work. I'm sure you know people like that. Well, Wallace Wattles points to exactly what the cause of their problem is. It's right at the beginning of this session, acting in the certain way. Wattles said, "Thinking in the certain way will bring riches to you, but you must not rely on thought alone, paying no attention to personal action. This is the rock upon which many otherwise scientific metaphysical thinkers meet shipwreck, the failure to connect thought with personal action." Remember Bob's story about having breakfast one day with Earl Nightingale? Bob explained that he was fascinated with the great volume of business that Earl Nightingale took care of, but even more particularly with the way Earl seemed to move in a calm, confident manner. He never appeared to be rushed. So one day at breakfast, Bob asked Earl how he had mastered time management. Earl laughed and said, "I've never mastered time management. Nobody masters time management. Time can't be managed. I merely manage activities. Each night, I write down on a sheet of paper a list of the things I have to accomplish the next day. And when I wake up, I do them." What a great story Bob shared with us. While it seems like such a ridiculously simple solution, Earl Nightingale was demonstrating the very key to this session. He had learned how to connect powerful thought with powerful personal action. As you're watching the movie The Secret, you must remember that while various speakers are talking about the law of attraction, what always precedes that attraction is action. Without action, there is no attraction. In fact, look at the last 6 letters in the word attraction. They're A-C-T-I-O-N. And what does that spell? Action. Make a decision right now that you will put your list together and that you will act on the list, and only what's on the list the next day. This is the same decision and action I've taken that has helped me earn millions of dollars and has taken me to where I am today. And here's another important point about writing out your list the night before. When you do, your subconscious mind has all night to work on figuring out the best way to make it happen. That's 6 to 8 hours of powerful subconscious problem solving. And guess what? You're also working with the law of attraction in another powerful way. By creating the intention of what you want to accomplish the next day, you're sending out a group email to all the other people involved in your activities on what my friend Bob Scheinfeld calls the internet. Think about it. Every thought you think sends out a wave. And we now have research out there that now proves your thoughts send out waves of energy that can travel as far as 250,000 miles. How do we know that? They take astronauts in outer space and they have them open envelopes at various times that are recorded and predicted, and they have at the same time students down at Duke University close their eyes and they try to pick up what the astronaut is seeing in the envelope. Each of the envelopes contains a different figure. It might be a square, a circle, or a triangle, and they have an uncannily high resolution of these students picking up the exact same image that the astronaut is projecting. So we know that your thoughts can travel all the way around the world. So not only are you affecting other people with those thoughts, drawing them to you so your day will go more easily the way you want, but you're also asking infinite intelligence to orchestrate things for you, to make it all flow easily and effortlessly. So planning the night before, making that list, is activating your subconscious, sending out an email to everyone who's going to be involved in this through the internet, and also invoking infinite intelligence to orchestrate things for you to make it flow more easily and effortlessly. So plan your next day the night before. And one more thing, prioritize your list, and then do the first thing first until you get it done. Then work on the second thing and so on. If you're always getting the most important things done first, you will ensure your success. Don't do what's easiest, do what's most important. As a final note, I'd like to remind you that your list should be aggressive, but don't try to shove 170 activities into a single day. That won't get you anywhere either. Remember what Wallace Wattles reminds us. He says, your action must be in your present business or employment. It must be upon the persons and things in your present environment. You cannot act where you are not. You cannot act where you have been. And you cannot act where you're going to be. You can only act where you are. Do not dwell on whether yesterday's work was well or poorly done. Do today's work well. Do not try to do tomorrow's work now. There will be plenty of time to do that when tomorrow comes. If you take care of the action, the attraction will always take care of itself.